Hello viewers, welcome to Web Watch, where we discuss everything around the globe. So today we are going to be discussing some trivia and sensitive matters today that has to do with the Alaafin of Oyo, the PDP versus APC, the federal government, everybody, like anything around the globe.
That's happening on the web, that is trending.
Trending, and everything, trending issues. Yes. My name is Adeni Adeola, and I have with me beautiful
Onome.
Okay, Onome. So the first one we are going to dive into today is Alaafin of Oyo, Oba Adeyemi III, and his extraordinary life of battles. Like, he reached to do. First of all, let's talk about his wives. Like, what do you think? Like his wives.
He has 18 wives.
No,
at least 18 wives. Yeah, and some of them are young.
Very young. I don't understand. Do you think any man out there would want to date them?
Or marry them since they've been married to them? I doubt it's a 50-50%. Like 50-50.
They cannot date or marry any Oyo indigene.
But I think Oyo indigene. But I think if they want to marry outside, the indigene or those, I think they have to follow a condition or something like that.
Like a ritual.
Yeah, or something like that to marry. So there are also speculations that a lot of speculation when somebody dies that his wives can't take anything from the palace, either cars, cars or the money or whatever. Yeah. So
okay, let's read. The 44th Alaafin of Oyo, Oba Lamidi Olaiwola Adeyemi Alowolodu III, who lived an extraordinary life dedicated to battles, joined his ancestors on Friday, April 22nd. He was 83 and he had ruled for nearly 52 years.
Yeah, I think they said it's the longest Alaafin to rule in Oyo, and nearly 52. I think it was going to be 52 years that he ruled, but since he died before, I think the time so is 51. That's why they said like nearly 52 years. So he has been the longest.
Okay, that's true.
Alaafin to rule Oyo State. Okay,
the longest of any Alaafin in modern history. He thrived against adversities that marked his way from childhood, survived storms, and championed the culture and tradition of the Yoruba. Many people in Oyo trembled at the thought, mention, or sight of the monarch. In the most part of Oyo, no event started without Eshe Kabiesi fun Alaafin. Okay, Eshe Kabiesi fun Alaafin. The Alaafin who nobody dares question. Kabiesi have died.
It's late.
May so rest in peace.
Yeah.
May so rest in peace. Do you know now that the Kabiesi is dead now? It's late now. There's nothing like Obag Besele.
I'm sorry, I'm not really Yoruba, so
there's not like Obag Besele, like for example, now you know all these kings, you know, especially the Alaafin. Once he cites someone like you, like
the kings like you.
Yes. And
so you can't argue.
Yes, you are the king's property for life.
And that's why I'm not living in the village now. I'm in Lagos.
So we have to go to the village now. Since there is about to be a new Alaafin.
If you go, I'll
take you. Don't worry, I'll take you and drop you there. Alright. So Anmo Social and Occupational Association had his photograph on their souvenirs. Alaafin Adeyemi was Oyo holder of the National Honor of Commander of the Federal Republic and Chancellor of the University of Maiduguri. Until his transition, the Alaafin was an extraordinary man, a godlike figure with several mates surrounding his personnel. Oyo kids born to Alaafin awestruck parents thought he was a spiritual being who would turn himself to pieces before he slept at night. Others, including adults, believed he had supernatural powers. To listen when people spoke ill of him, even in their bedrooms, far away from the palace.
So there are a lot of myths. There are a lot of myths on the Alaafin of Oyo, even after he has died now. You know, you hear different type of things now that are going on, like the one that you asked, that are they still going to bury him with the other kings that are dead? So there are going to be a lot of myths around since he's dead, you know, because they worship all these gods and all this village and everything. So there are definitely going to be a lot of myths going around and a lot of speculations and everything like that, especially with that of his wives.
But he died eventually.
Yeah, but
So it was common to hear Oyo people say, Alaafin ni àìdá, I am not wishing Alaafin bad. And his panegyrists would sing, Tí a bá bu lẹ́yìn, yóò sì gbọ́, Abeti Lukara. If you dare speak ill of him in his absence, it would hear. He has his ears connected everywhere. So I don't think he actually has ears connected everywhere. I think he has informants connected everywhere. Yes, because there is no way he can be everywhere. He is not God.
Yes, it's not God. It's not.
So he
everywhere.
definitely
but
has informants. Yeah, it's just like a proverb.
Yes, like a proverb.
So he definitely has
Alaafin.
informants planted everywhere.
Mm.
Once you say anything bad about the king, bye. I will just run. I'll go, but they will just behead you. So let's go. So the news of his transition was incredible. More so, a vast number of people in Oyo had never witnessed the transition of an Alaafin. Before last Friday, the last time such happened was 54 years ago.
In 1968.
In 1968, when Alaafin Adeyemi's predecessor, Alaafin Bello Gbadegeshin Ladigbolu II passed away. But it did happen. Alaafin Adeyemi reluctantly went to Bara, as the stanza in his panegyrics goes. Kiniun Oke Akeson, the lion of Akeson Hill. Abi ori eshin babalono komu. Abi irin eshin ti ko lono Bara. Ha, I'm in Yoruba Kyoto. Okay. Burial ritual for the Alaafins are performed at Bara, but a place within the palace is actually their resting home.
Yeah. I don't think they bury them outside the palace. It's within the palace.
Okay.
So that means they are living in the palace with the dead previous
exactly.
Alaafin. Can you stay in that kind of?
I cannot.
But I thought you wanted to marry Alaafin.
No, Mike, Alaafin. Even the Oni of Ife say I cannot marry.
Okay.
I cannot marry.
We can't say. The king can just like
the king cannot see, because I don't even guess why the king will say okay. The leg go cut. Olayiwola Omo Ibironke Omo Adeniran Omo Atiba. Ha! It's not the meaning of that Atiba. Let's go on. Alaafin Adeyemi III was born in Oyo on October 15, 1938, in the twilight of the reign of Alaafin Shinyobola Ladigbolu I, 1911 to 1944. She didn't know about my father that time, safe. 1911.
Okay, 1911, no. 1944.
Who lit the first touch of modernity in Oyo?
Nigeria hasn't even gained independence that time.
Yes.
Because we gained independence 1996.
1960.
So that means, sorry, 1960.
Yes.
Sorry, 1960. Sorry, that was a mistake.
That was a mistake. Yes, I knew it was a mistake. Yes.
1960.
She's quite intelligent, but I am more intelligent. So his mother was Olori Ibironke and his father Alaafin Adeniran Alabi Adeyemi II, 1945 to 1955, the son of Aremo Adelakun and grandson of Alaafin Adeyemi Alowolodu I, 1876 to 1905. The last ruler of independence Oyo, who ruled during the Keji War and signed the July 1888 treaty with the Queen of Great Britain and Ireland as king and head of Yoruba land. Wow. Alaafin Adeyemi's father and Alaafin Adeyemi III great-great-grandfather was Alaafin Abiodun Atiba, who founded the present Oyo in 1837 following the destruction of Oyo Ile, the capital of the old Oyo Empire, by the Fulani. But his life battle started in his early years. Although being born in royalty, he barely experienced the sublimity attached to such birth as a child. But instead of returning home, he was sent to live with Kofo Abayomi, a popular nationalist and medical practitioner in Lagos, where he attended St. Gregory College on Lagos Island. It was in Lagos that he became a boxer, which he said helped shape his character. He did not attend a university, though he said he was supposed to study for a law degree in London. The demise of his father halted his academic plan. Yet his erudition was profound. It was encyclopedic in his knowledge of history, and he placed that much in his various interventions, especially on chieftaincy, and historical matters
across
across
Yoruba
Yoruba land.
land.
Wow.
Well, that's a like a very wild,
Very
like
wild.
broad, like background of
Yes,
the Alaafin
very
of
right.
Oloyo, from his education to his mother to his father.
Exactly.
Like, I mean, great grandfather as well, because he started ruling before Nigeria gained independence in 1960. So that was way back. So his grandfather had encounters with the Queen of Britain, and so that's like a lot of achievements on his family's part and their history and everything. So he also had his own achievements as the Alaafin of Oyo. So you get, so
Yeah.
there's just a lot about him, like
So
a lot.
did
So
you hear-
amazing that he was a boxer as well.
He was a boxer. Yeah. So imagine you are saying that you want to give over, you want to punch him. Just
We just like guide
yeah,
it,
exactly.
and
So
So what do you what I saw online, like the causes of his death as well.
yes, because
Like
of
we
his
had a lot of speculations on his death. Him being like, there's a myth surrounding that crown, that Alaafin of Oyo, the crown, a myth that everything. So there are a lot of speculations on how he died. You see different
speculation
things,
on
yeah, of how he died. You see some say maybe this, maybe that. So
okay, they said he had been sick for a while and that there were plans to fly him abroad.
but he declined the
He
offer to
declined
go
the
abroad,
offer
saying
to
that
go
there
abroad,
are
saying he would like to be
treated in Nigeria, that there are good doctors in Nigeria as well. Yeah.
Sure.
So they said his hands and legs were swollen. Yeah. So and it was weak and everything. So they decided to call,
he was
you
taken
know,
to
Afe Babalola
University
teaching hospital in Ado Ekiti.
in Ado
And that's
Ekiti,
because his friend is the
owns
owner.
it,
So
yes.
they took an ambulance from his house. The journey lasted for like 2 days, and that's because it was very like fragile, very slow. It could have taken his car.
Not in Scar. He's a well-known man. You know, he could have contacted some people and be like, oh, or maybe they could have contacted some people on his behalf. Oh, the king wants you to, lend us your. Doesn't have a private jet.
So you want them to take
no.
private jet from Oyo to really let's be sensible.
I've never been to Oyo before. I don't know how far
it is.
it is.
But then it doesn't really
But then
make
if you have
sense.
the money and luxury and everything.
Excuse me, you're not going outside Nigeria.
He is sick.
Ambulance where there are also medical supplies in case anything happens. It can be treated along the way. And why they didn't use his own car is because so it could be more comfortable. You can actually, there's a bed in the ambulance where you can lie down and take treatment. If it was in his car, you'll be sitting like upright. So I think that was the best option that they could have used for him. 2 days, got the treatment, saying it was all getting better. He himself was saying it was getting better, but I think he just said that, as a Alaafin, just to show that he has power and strength and everything. But then they lost him. Okay.
They lost him.
He still died.
So do you know what shocked me now? That shocked me, and I was shocked. I'll not die.
His webwatch.
Oh, sorry. Was his wife? That's Queen Damilola. If we could all remember, Queen Damilola left the palace.
Yeah, she left the palace
before
he died of the king. Yeah.
Now she came back with her parent, with her mother, because of property. And she was chased out of the palace.
Yes, she was.
But
that means she only married. Was she gifted to the? Do you know if she was like what you said? The king said this, and the king just had that, or she was gifted?
Palace.
No, like the marriage now. Was she gifted to the Alaafin?
No,
or
she wasn't gifted. She wasn't gifted.
So that means she just went to marry the Alaafin because of his property and everything.
I don't know.
So why did she leave in the first place?
Maybe because the man was too old for her, and then
then why did she marry him if she knew that he was too old?
She wanted to be,
like in the old fame, in the wealth and everything. So now he's dead and you are coming back for his property. Doesn't seem like really right to me.
The Alaafin of Oyo Obalamidi Adeyemi died on Friday, April 22nd, and his demise has already been treated with a lot of drama. The 83-year-old monarch, who had many wives before his death, is once again in the news over one of his young wives, Queen Dami. According to reports, Queen Dami, who had initially left the palace and abandoned the king, finally returned upon news of the monarch's death. However, Dami's return was not met with celebration, and she was reportedly disgraced from the premises. Wow. One of the king's late people was held questioning the young people on why she was at the palace. The lady in the question, who is said to be one of the king's late daughter, was also seen raining heavy curses on the Olori. Also in the video, the same lady was heard saying that she did not want to see Queen Badirat and all the other young Olori who abandoned the palace when the Alaafin was still alive. According to her, there will be more trouble if they dare to show their faces on the premises. Wow. Do you think she did right by sending them away?
Yeah, because they weren't there when he was sick. They didn't go through all the trouble of taking care of him, of, you know, when they were going helter-skelter for his health and everything, trying to, you know, make him better. But now we are back when he's dead. It sends a lot of message about who you are and everything and what you are after. So I think she did the right thing by sending them out of the palace, because I don't see any reason why you want to be part of maybe like the sharing, let's say it's the sharing of property when you were not there while he was still alive to take care of him. And you don't just, I don't know why people do that. You just you abandoned him like the point he needed you the most, and you're coming back when he's dead. So it tells a lot about you, like that. So I'm in support of her, of what she did, just about sending her away. Like if she was there while he was like still alive, taking care and everything, it would have been a different story, entirely. But she did leave while he was sick, and coming back after his death says a lot about her and her family. So
all right, so FJ to Nigerians, the next one we have here is don't buy, repair or replace transformers orders. The Federal Competition and Consumer Protection Commission has reiterated that distribution companies, not consumers, are responsible for buying, replacing or repairing transformers and other electrical equipment used in power distribution. This is according to a statement released on agency's official handle.
Electricity consumer rights responsibility. It is not the responsibility of the customer or the community to purchase, replace or repair transformers, pole or other associated equipment used in distribution of electricity, the agency said on Sunday. And faulty transformers are supposed to be replaced by the electricity distribution company, DISCO, within 48 hours of the official complaint being made. The electricity distribution company is responsible for such repairs. Okay. That means...
Wait, let's talk about this. Do you know what? They will call them, but in the next 10 years, you will not send a transformer.
Okay,
that's actually the truth.
Okay, they said it, however, explained that if electricity distribution company is unable to speedily replace the faulty transformers, residents may go into discussions with the company and agree on the terms of replacement of the affected transformer if they so wish to assume the responsibilities of the company.
Can you imagine?
So it is the rights, responsibility of the electricity distribution companies to replace the transformers or any transformer or anything not in your house though, like the transformers, the poles that just but
you know what,
power supplies
there's no way we call them and
within 48 hours of your complaint. Actually, I can agree with that 50%, because in my area, once the transformer has, they come like the next day. I'm serious. They come like the next day to fix it. You know, we are under, I think, yes, once it's a sport, Ikeja electricity, so they come and fix it. So it is not, you see some people that they will ask them in their street to contribute for the repair of the so it's not supposed to be so. It's supposed to be their job, their responsibility to repair it, to fix it, or to replace it if it has any damage or any issue whatsoever. So it's not the right of we the citizens, because I believe the tax that you guys are paying, that is what one of the distance, and the money that you guys are using to buy lights is also one of the things they should use to repair the transformer and everything. So it's not, so if they're asking you to pay to repair your transformer or to replace it, you tell them that that's their job after you've made a complaint. So but if you feel like you want it speedily, like you want it before the 48 hours, you can always go and meet them, like make an agreement. Maybe you are going to be dropping the half of the amount that they're going to use to replace
exactly
the transformer, or they're going to use to repair it, so that they will just speed up the process of replacing whatever issues that you have. So
all right, so let's go to the next one that we have.
That is trending on social media. And
you know,
there are a lot of things they say they trend on Twitter, but now Twitter is trending on Twitter.
Yes, Twitter is trending on Twitter.
Twitter is trending on Twitter.
Elon Musk buys Twitter for
$44 billion. Do you know how much that is in naira? That's
18
like
trillion.
That's 138 trillion.
That's what it
plus. Yeah, it's 138 trillion plus.
138 trillion.
Yeah, not billion naira. Like 138 trillion naira. Above that though. You can say well, that's the amount.
Richest man.
Elon Musk.
This man should
Elon Musk. It should come and what?
Adopt me.
Okay.
World richest man Elon Musk has acquired Twitter for a sum of 44 billion naira, a little more. According to the latest news, Dangote is worth 20.4 billion naira and ranked 72nd in the world. Elon Musk, on the other hand, ranks first with a net worth of $259 billion. Twitter on Monday confirmed the sale of the company to Elon Musk in a deal valued at $44 billion, $3.6 billion more than the worth of Dangote. The sale was a dramatic shift for the board, which had originally maneuvered to block Musk from taking the social media network private.
Like they didn't want him to buy the company at first, like the argument
so
and everything.
I think the reason why it was bought, I think he also had a meeting with some people. This is about free speech. Yeah, that's one of the reasons. Yes, free speech.
Elon Musk is buying
because
Twitter.
People tend to say anything anyhow.
And now, but then they are still blocking. They are still blocking some people on Twitter when you are saying like the former president of United States of America, Donald Trump. He has been blocked from Twitter. Like it was blocked from Twitter.
Seriously,
So he said, Elon Musk said that freedom of speech, even to his haters, like Donald Trump, can have whatever say they want on Twitter. It's a freedom of speech. You are free to say whatever you like for them. So that's one of the reasons. He said it's a platform for a lot and everything. So he said a lot about
let's read. Free speech is the bedrock of a functioning democracy, and Twitter is the digital town square where matters vital to the future of humanity are debated. Musk said in a joint statement announcing the takeover. Musk had taken a major stake in the firm earlier this month before lining up last week some 46.5 billion in financing to push forward with the purchase. Oh God, I'm money. Twitter board chair Brett Taylor said the body conducted a thoughtful and comprehensive process to assess Elon's proposal with a deliberate focus on value, certainty, and financing. According to the statement, the proposed transaction will deliver a substantial cash premium, and we believe it is the best path forward for Twitter stockholders. Do you think so? Like it's the best thing?
Probably Twitter doesn't have enough funding or finance for Twitter, so his money is going to help in the financing of Twitter, the betterment of Twitter. So to them, it's the best option financially, and going to help their platform grow. A lot of advantages, because Elon Musk he has how will I put it, is technically wise, with the Tesla and everything. So it can improve Twitter in a lot of ways. So for me, I think it's a good way, and everybody gets to have freedom of speech. Like we now that they banned us from using Twitter, I don't think if Elon Musk was in charge it would be possible. Do you think it would be possible? Do you think it would be possible if Elon Musk was in charge of Twitter that they would have banned Nigeria?
Yes, I think so.
They would have banned Nigeria if Elon Musk was still in charge.
No.
During that NSAS period, everybody will be able to have freedom of speech of the Twitter and everything. So
let's move on to the next one. That's the APC and PDP presidential form bid.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so
that has been a lot of like on the nomination form, of PDP and APC. Yeah.
PDP's own is 40 million naira. Right? Am I correct? 40 million naira.
For PDP, for presidential, yes. While APC own is 100 million naira.
So APC and PDP presidential from. Whoa. Alright. So what do you think about the funds? Like the presidential from like 100 million, 500 million. I don't understand. Where are they putting
for APC, their presidential that's a lot of money. A lot of money. That's 100 million naira for presidential form. While that of PDP is 40 million naira. Which means, to me, that means APC has embezzled a lot of money being in power for these 8 years that Buhari run. So they were able to acquire a lot of money for their aspirants to be able to pay like 100 million sum of money for the presidential election. And you know how many aspirants they have? While PDP own is like 40 million for the the presidential the governorship form for APC is 50 million. Is even that of the PDP presidential form is not up to the governorship form. So that one is 40 million. Their governorship one is 50 million. So you see that there's a lot of difference. It makes you question, how did they acquire the money
exactly,
and everything? And you see that ESCC are raiding the likes of Obi Kubana because then you don't question
money online.
You don't question the ministers and people in power for how they got the money, like the sum of 100 million naira to pay for a presidential form. How much do Nigerians pay them for their job that they are able to get that amount of money? So there's a lot of questions there. So we have the likes of Osibanjo for, so it making me wonder how I got the 100 million naira for.
Then I said
then we have saving from what money? We have Tinubu as Waju Tinubu. We have Tinubu. We have a lot of ways. We have
Governor Yaya Bello of Kogi State.
Yes, Yaya Bello of Kogi State.
Umai of Ebonyi State.
Like you see, like former governors, present governors are going for. They're just even Kayode Fayemi of Ekiti State is also wants to run for president.
No, he said he will make his own intention on
after Ramadan. That means he might be going. So where does he want to get some of 100 million? Then we have those other PDP that's
President Atiku
Abubakar. We have Bukola Saraki. We have Wike. Yes.
Dr. Muhammad.
We have Peter Obi.
Chief Dele Momodu, yes, we all know him.
And Chief Dele Momodu.
Who do you think
Peter Wike
is likely to take the baton and win the race
for the election?
Yes, take the baton.
Well, if it was
and win the race.
Well, people are saying it might be Atiku. That it might be Atiku. That it might be Atiku.
I don't even want you. I don't even know.
But then, according to me, I feel like it's the same set of people that have always been in power that are coming back to rule
some
Nigeria.
Have been governors, some have been presidents.
Exactly. Some have been ministers,
Why can't you
senators.
just take someone that don't ask?
Like we need like new set of people.
I don't want to experience any inflation or whatever it is again.
But then
things are hard right now, and it's paining me. You don't understand. Imagine. Calm down. Continue.
You were the one that was talking that.
I don't understand. Imagine. I don't know who is going to win.
Well,
but I truly don't want any of them.
We also see where we have like protesters begging like good luck to come back. When it was ruling, you guys were actually complaining. No, you guys, they were complaining at that time that good luck is not doing its best. They want to go for change. They want to go for Buhari. Now that they went for you guys didn't bother to ask Buhari which change it was bringing. Was it a positive change? Was it a negative change? You guys didn't bother. Now the change he brought is the one that took Nigeria backward, where everything is just rising. We have the
He himself said
rising and everything.
Top to bottom.
Yeah, in his trending voice, top to bottom. So he
top
brought
to
Nigeria
bottom.
from top
to bottom.
to bottom. Like everything is just rising. Like Nigeria is like becoming worse. Our currency is useless, like very useless. Ghana's one is better. You know, back in those days, if you carry 5,000 naira a Nigerian, it will full a Ghana must go. It's like millions in Ghana at that time.
Wow.
Like when you travel to Ghana, they want you to bring naira, but now naira is useless. Like it's very, very useless. So they want good luck to come back. But then I feel like good luck shouldn't come back, because if he's not able to fix all like, the wrong that Buhari, they'll be like, it's no better. He made it worse. He did this. They'll pour all the blames.
For the next incoming president.
Like to fix. They're going to be fixing it for like years to come. The debt that Nigeria is owing to like
I don't know
different countries.
What they are buying or
what they are using.
That is making us to fall into debt.
What are they borrowing the money for?
Where are they borrowing?
The money that
the Abacha's loot, that they are still collecting. Where are they keeping? You hear tomorrow? The US just sent some of Abacha's loot and 1 trillion, 2 trillion. Where are they keeping the money?
Or what are they using the money? So you see why the APC members are able to
they brought like 100,000 citizens of Nigeria out of poverty. Well, I'm still in poverty, so I don't know which of the Nigerian. They say they empowered
Nigerian youths. I'm sorry, how, like Buhari himself said, like Nigerian youths are lazy back then. So how then did you empower the youths? How did you empower them? Like you didn't give them, like so many graduates are out there on the streets like looking for jobs. So you see some that are going to learn like other skills just to make end meet. You just see different like, I wish for me none of all these people that are running for, but we need like new faces, new ideas. We need new faces, new ideas, someone that is very, very intelligent to rule Nigeria. Someone that they don't have like Tinubu as their godfather, or have Obasanjo, those old people as their godfathers, and then we just like, even if it is like the youths. You see parties like all those, you only see parties like APC and PDP reigning the most. We don't hear about the SDP, the APGA, those other parties where our youths are able to afford like the forms and everything. So I just feel like they already know who is going to win the presidential election. They are just doing all this for just, but then I still feel you guys should get your PVC and go and vote. Your vote counts. So please, for a better Nigeria, you guys should think like wisely before you vote. Like Adiola will say, you guys should also pray, like spiritual intervention for like 2023. I don't want to say it's going to be like a rough year because of the election, but then it is going to be because of the PDP and APC. See them attacking each other and everything online, like. But then APC's administration has like been the worst. PDP's one was actually better.
So guys, we've come to the end of the show, but before we go, we'd like to talk about the trendy music industry issue now. That's that of Chef Shoma that is currently in Dubai chilling with his alleged lover. That's King. You know,
is it lover or ex-lover?
Lover. King.
Lover.
The new one, yes.
Okay, the new one.
So King is chilling. She's currently chilling in Dubai with
Cold Zobo,
alleged lover. So do you think we can't say she went to the man because of money, or she went to the man because of love, or what? Well,
I think it's okay to say that Davido actually has more money than King.
Yes,
am I right?
Yeah.
So I don't think she went to King
money.
because of money.
So is it because
or because
of
love? I would say I'm not sure, man. So
I
don't know if she's there, but I feel like she's not there because of the money, because when she was with Davido, she already like established herself in the industry, being a chef and everything, being ambassadors, yes. So she already established herself. So I don't think it's because of the money. It can be because of love. I'm not sure about that. That's Chioma's choice to make. But then I feel like she has moved forward.
Okay.
She has moved forward in her life. So Or what do you feel? You feel she's there because of love or
I
because
don't
of the
think she's there
money?
because of love or she's there because of money. I mean.
She just did that to move on. You know,
I
sometimes
actually feel she did that to make
she just maybe like get back at Davido that you lost
yes,
this treasure.
You lost this treasure. And
You
she
lost
lost this
this-
treasure. Like
He lost this treasure. But then there was like people were happy, like were like Davido is going to marry Chioma. Like, that's the pity.
I
They
was
said
even hoping.
assurance was like
The
people
assurance
first
was broken.
thought the video
Was the
was it assurance, that was
Assurance,
it.
yes, it was assurance.
Was it no? The video I want to talk about like where she wore traditional wear that she was in the video
no.
all white. It's not assurance.
it's
I've
not
forgotten
Assurance.
the title of
I've
the
forgotten
song.
the title.
So people actually thought that was their traditional wedding at first when they didn't drop that was the video of the song. So people were hoping like after that they were
$1
going to get they're going to
Hello,
get
no worry,
so
yeah, that's
like was she going to like marry
And
him?
the
But
video
then
was fine.
everything if you guys know gist of her, like I think she was one of the reasons why
Main architect.
the
Main
heartbreak
architect.
and everything. So
Anti-gist. That's right.
the heartbreak and everything.
And then no be gift, na gist.
Like people were really like surprised that they could actually end their relationship because people were hoping that they were going to get married. So all the best for Chioma and her new lover, and all the best for
All the best to
Davido.
Davido as well.
Yeah, we wish you guys the best.
Yes, we wish you guys the best. So, guys, we have come to the end of the show. Hope you guys enjoyed today because I really enjoyed myself. Yes. Thank you very much for staying tuned. I remain Adine Adela
And I remain on the mess. So please don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe, and also put on your notification bells.
Thank you. Have a lovely day. Bye.